It is March, and college acceptances will be coming out week after week this month, all the way up until the 31st. Here's what students and observers of test optional policies should expect. They should expect a correlation with SAT scores nevertheless. Acceptances that are higher based on same GPA and SAT scores that are higher. The bigger question becomes, what about those who didn't submit SAT scores in the first place? So this is what to look for to really determine how optional is test optional, and it will be different at different colleges. But here's what to look for. At the colleges of your choice, do students with similar GPA and similar extracurricular activities get similar results if one has submitted above average SAT scores and the other has not? Above average meaning above the college's average. I expect the correlation to be in favor of those who submit, because colleges still like statistics that help them. And the U.S. News Survey, the gold standard for ranking colleges, still has average SAT score of its matriculants as a criterion. And so when colleges have a chance to accept a student with a high SAT score, they're more likely to do that over no SAT score. Does that mean it's not test optional? No. I believe the colleges at their word. But what people have interpreted wrongly is test optional meaning test blind, that there's no distinction, we're not even seeing scores. Big difference. Test optional means we're not automatically holding it against a student who chooses not to submit scores. Not holding it against you. But you have held against yourself a credential. A possibly good credential. If you could have mustered an above average SAT score for that college, you probably would be in a better position. So the students who've withheld their scores or didn't take the SAT in the first place have a non-credential. It means their GPA better be really, really good, or they're looked at as probably on the equivalent of a low, below average SAT score, and it's been shielded. The correlation, I suspect, will be strong. I'm going to assert, in fact, I'll make a wager that this correlation will be almost direct. The financial award given to families, it usually goes to the parent, based on merit. And the SAT or ACT is going to be well correlated, even at test optional schools, with the amount of money that is being offered. Merit-based money has traditionally been based on GPA and SAT, with SAT having a higher component. To my knowledge, colleges have not reduced that equation to GPA only. So SAT score or ACT is going to be driving those awards, and those awards can exceed $100,000 over 4 years. So woe to your family if you're a kid who just chose to take the slightly lazier route, got into a college but didn't get any award, when a student who got a good SAT score not only got in but got money. $20, $25, maybe $30,000 a year times 4 years. Okay? That's the difference at many colleges for the financial aid component. So here's the wager. Okay? You pick any college on the top 2 pages of U.S. News. So that'll be the top 100 or so ranked universities. Any one of them. And if the correlation of merit-based aid is not strong, I will buy you dinner. If the correlation is ranked as strong, higher SAT scores equaling more merit-based aid, you will buy me dinner. How's that? Pick the college now before you do the research, one that's test optional or even test blind. I'll take it. In the top 2 pages of the U.S. News Survey, send me an email. You've seen my email address. And please then do some research, share it with me. I'm genuinely interested. And yes, happy to have dinner with you on your dime or mine. I'm Mark Greenstein.